Hi everyone, Angie here, coming on to do a craft with me video. I am starting my first fall journal of the season, and I thought you guys might want to come along with me and see what I got going on. Sorry, just pulling my hair out of my way here. I started a video prior to this one, but I messed it up and I just didn't feel comfortable with posting it and uploading it for you guys to see. I just got all flabbergasted with the whole thing, and so I just deleted it. So you didn't actually guys get to see the process of me putting my journal cover together, but I'll walk you through what I did. I used an upcycled Amazon package. You hear that? Yeah, that's just the Amazon envelope package. And I just cut it down and I layered this pretty piece of fabric on the inside, and on the outside of the journal I used this burlap. I got a roll from Michael's, which was 50% off of their fall stuff. So I paid like $4 for this big old roll. I thought that was a good deal, and I thought it was really pretty. So I got a roll of that, and I put that on the outside and then just ran a zigzag stitch around with my sewing machine. But I thought that was really pretty. Okay, and I left a little fringe on a piece on the front, on the edge here, just to kind of stick out, and I thought that was really cute. So that's all I really did, and I just kind of talked about my paper choices for my signature. It's just going to be one good size, nice, big, thick signature. And I did count the pages, but I don't remember what I had, so let me recount those. So this is actually like a journal signature cover. This could actually be a cover in itself. It's a file folder, and then I lined it with two different designers DSP papers, as you can see on the outside and on the inside. And because it was longer than what I needed, I just did another flap, and I plan on doing tuck spot on those. And same with this. And I used another DSP paper here, it was 8.5 by 11, and I just cut it down and layered it over that. And I thought that was really cute. Okay, but I just wanted you to see that it's just file folder. Okay, really sturdy, especially with lining it with two more pieces of paper. It's a really sturdy piece. It could be a cover all on its own, but I just wanted to include it. Okay, so then I have, let's see, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14 pieces of paper. So that's a good size signature. Okay, and then we've got the journal cover itself, or the signature cover, I guess I should call it, signature cover. And then we've got the actual journal cover. Okay, just like that. And I'll just sew it in. Okay, but before I sew it in, I was looking and pulling out all of my fall ephemera pieces and stuff for decorating, and I ran across this small little digital kit that I thought I'd show you guys before I actually put it in the journal. It's just what, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6 pages. It's I belong to a group on Facebook, and it is called Free Junk Journal Printables and Tutorials over on Facebook. If it's something you're interested in, you can see what other people are making. Randomly, the administrators on that group will put freebies out for you guys to grab and use in your projects. You can share your projects and, you know, see, just get some ideas and inspiration from others. So that's always a plus. So I found this that I had printed some time ago and never used it. So I thought that would, with the colors, I thought it would go with this. Okay. So this here, I guess it's, I don't know, I guess they're ephemera pieces. I guess we can just cut them out and use them as we want. I'm not exactly sure about that. This page here, got some little small tags with some forest animals, deer, and I don't know what that is. We've got a rabbit, we've got a bear, Another deer, butterfly, little fox. I love the image of that fox. And I love the layering on that. Isn't that gorgeous? I really like the layering on that. So that's what kind of caught my eye. And then the orange, of course. A larger little envelope here. So I thought maybe, oops, I can incorporate some of these pieces in the journal. Here's some larger tags. And I don't particularly care for that shape, just because when you're fussy cutting, you know, for me it just takes up so much time. But I might take my time. And this one, actually, you can see it actually cut it off a little bit on my printer. So I might just go straight across with that and use them as journal cards. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. And then you get one sheet, full page sheet. So isn't that gorgeous? I really like that page. That's really nice. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in the journal too. And then some smaller bits of what we just looked at. And then we can fussy cut some of the wild animals. Okay. So maybe we can use some of these bits to decorate the journal with. Just have a little play, have some fun. So let me go ahead and fold this over. I may have to trim it down to fit in with all the other pieces. So let's see where we want to put that. Because I like the the positioning of all the pages so far. I have a piece of back page of a piano book, you know, not the actual keynotes and the songs, but the back pages. I have one of those. I just have a couple pieces of copy paper, colored copy paper, green and yellow. Then I've got this page here. Got this pretty picture of, in a bird book, of this bird, these birds here. A couple more pieces of green and yellow. Then this pretty page here. And then I doubled up a page of book page, because I didn't want to fold it and have the text going in the opposite side. So I just put them together and I backed it with glued them together with a piece of paper doily. So the writing would be in the proper direction. A couple more pieces of colored copy paper. Then this tree DSP paper, I think that's Aspens. And then again, another piece like that. I just took a piece of paper from a planner. I used a receipt on this side. And then this is just like a folio of some sort. I kind of started collaging and created. And just thought it was appropriate, so I threw that in there. And it's got a nice deep gusset pocket, side pocket there. And then as you can see, the other side of all those papers. Okay. So where can we put this? And maybe we should just put it back it on one of these blank pages. And let's see. That might work there. And then we can just decorate that way. I think I'll just glue these two together. Or maybe make a pocket of some sort. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll put that in there. Put those back in. Then I had this piece. It's just a piece of book page from an herb book. And I just kind of thought that maybe I can do a wraparound double side pocket on one of the pages somewhere. I don't know. So I have that in there. And then the rest of this 8.5 by 11 that I used here. And we'll use that somewhere. Okay. So it will be like that. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so let's get going on this. Enough chit chat. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's doing good. I'm doing just fine. I have this beautiful crocheted trim here. And I have a loose piece, but it's not long enough for what I want to do. So I was using this piece to kind of figure out where to put it. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Oh, isn't that pretty? First I thought maybe just doing it around the spine, something like that, which would look just fine. Then I got to thinking, I think I want to do it like this and go all the way around. Isn't that gorgeous? And maybe put a button there. So I pulled out my buttons, and I have these. I just picked these up from the Dollar Tree store. You can get like a pack of 100 of them for $1.25, and you get 3 colors: black, brown, and blue. And I thought I would use one as a closure around like so. I'm not sure how that's going to look, but that's my thought. Okay, so let's do that, and then we'll get the signature sewn in. Well, we should probably get the signature sewn in first, huh? Okay. All right, I'll get my thread here. Should be enough. Needle. We'll just do this kind of quickly. I'm sure you guys all more than familiar with how to sew in a signature. And normally I would measure and be really, really precise, but I don't think that's necessary because it's not like it's a let me clip this in just a second. Oh, I only have one clip. I've got this one. I usually will be more apt to measure, you know, 1 inch from the top, 1 inch from the bottom, and the exact middle if the threads are going to be seen on the outside, but I'm thinking I'm probably going to cover it anyway. So if it's off by, you know, I think it'll be okay. All right, so let's make sure everything's in the right direction. I think I got it. Okay, so it goes in this way. But eyeballing it, I'm sure we could come pretty close by eyeballing it. I think we got it there. Okay. So I'm just going to use my grid, my mat here. Find the middle. So right about there, and I'm just gonna eyeball it. So right about here. And get my poke tool. Let's see. So right there. Okay. And all the way through. See, look at that. Pretty darn close, look. All right, now I usually come about 1 inch to 1.5 inches from the top and the bottom. So right about, I think right about there. And that's why I have several poke tools. I have an actual awl, but it's short and stubby, and I don't like it. So I usually just use my poke tools. And then I can put one in each to hold it in position until I get the needle ready to go in. And it does less, it serves an additional to the clips. Sometimes the clips can be awkward and get in your way anyway. So I can just leave those in until I'm right ready to put my needle in and then pull it out. So that's what I tend to do for the most part. So if you see 3 needles sticking out, that's why. Just kind of my way. See, so that burlap is kind of thick. I can't really see my hole. So come back around here. Okay. There we go. Oh. The burlap is really thick. I just cannot get it. Let's see here, right there. There we go. Okay. So that's one. I'm going to use this one because it'll poke a little bit of a larger hole. There we go. Pull it nice and tight. Okay, this is always the difficult one when you have to go back in. Through the middle. There we go. And make sure one's on each side. And tie it off. Quick and easy. Move these out of the way. Look at my huge pokey tool. Isn't that awesome? Okay. And close it off as you see fit. Double knot, bow. Leave them long for a dangle, whatever you want to do. Okay, here we go. There's our signature. And I imagine that it would be kind of wide mouth. So that's why I was thinking to do this type of a closure. So let's check that out next. I just love that. Isn't that just the combination of the two textures? It's just gorgeous. Now when you cut this trim, it starts to fray and ravel. So what I was gonna do is just take a piece of Scotch tape and kind of tape it up. Kind of like how you would do a shoestring. You know how they got that little plastic around the shoestring? Kind of the same concept. Just like that. Okay. And then I wanted to fold it over And I will actually run another stitch actually around that. Hopefully my sewing machine can handle that. I'm pretty sure it can. And then go around like that. So what are you guys making? Have you guys started any fall projects yet? I know I've commented before that I wasn't ready for summer to be over, but I am. I'm okay now. I'm ready to embrace fall and go with it. So I said no better way than just make a fall journal, and I decided that's what I was going to do. I'm just going to put a little bead of glue just to hold this in place temporarily until I get it to the sewing machine. Okay. Then we get that nice and straight. Hold it down. I think I got that just a little bit long. Okay, get another piece of tape. And I could do masking tape or duct tape even, but I'm just going to do Scotch tape. So it's less visible, and like I said, I'm going to run a stitch over it anyway. I think it'll be fine. And over to this side, just about the same distance as the front. Okay, there we go. Isn't that pretty? I would love to I wouldn't even mind just leaving it just like that. But once we get to decorating, it wants to just open up automatically. But we're gonna have to have some type of closure. So then I thought, let's pull out my buttons, and we'll just sew a button on there and sew this elastic band on there and see what we've got. Got these pretty little flower. That yellow one looks really nice. That looks nice too. I think just because of the cover is so colorful, it just makes, a plain button just pop. What do you think? I mean, just something as simple as that. Here's a good one. That's a good one. Ooh, I like that one. And I like that one. Oh, here's a red one. Ooh, I like that too. I'm gonna go with the red one, guys. I think. How's that gonna look? Because you have to imagine this is gonna be around like that. Maybe the black would be better, just because the black and black. Yeah, I like the red one though. Yeah. I'm gonna go with the black one. Okay. So I guess I need my needle again, don't I? And another piece of good. I was wondering if my needle was too big, if it's going to go through. But it looks like it will. Nope. Won't go through. I need a smaller needle. I have one. Let's see if that will house this twine here. I think it will. If I can get it threaded. There we go, come on. Yay! Okay. Knot on here. Okay, so let's find the position. I guess right about there, huh? Come underneath. And we're just gonna, I guess I could have done this before I glued this down, if I would have been thinking a little bit more clearly. But that's okay. We'll get it. So, what can we talk about? You guys are watching the news with this hurricane. Okay, it's causing some damage, isn't it? And it hasn't even touched down yet, you know, thank goodness. I have a friend that lives in Florida. She just recently moved, and I'm not familiar with the areas, you know, too well, so I had to call her to make sure her and her family were safe. And she said, oh yeah. She wasn't the least bit worried. Well, I'm way up north. And I was like, okay, okay. But she didn't seem at all concerned. But just watching the news, I was just like, oh my goodness. I guess that's why in the other regions, why we're getting the cooler temperatures and the rain the last few days. Those are our effects from, you know, Hurricane Ian. I guess it's Ian, isn't it? I-A-N? Ian, yeah. But I always just get so tensed up watching the news when they're talking about, you know, these storms. And I just, oh, so devastating. People lose their homes when fires and, you know, different things. I'm just like, man. And I'm just going to bring my needle down through. So I want to go through the cover, but I don't want my stitch to show. So I'm going to bring my stitch through under here to where it won't show. You know, where you won't really be able to see it. So I don't want that button going anywhere. Wrap it around a couple times. Go back through. And make sure it's on there good. And tie a knot. There we go. Snip it off. There we go. Yeah. Okay, that'll work. So then this will go like so, and then I'll attach it on the back and hide this little metal piece, which I forgot about that. Let's see how I want to do that. Okay, I could tuck it through one of these crocheted holes here. That's what I think I'm going to try to do. See what we can come up with here. So I don't really want that metal piece to show. So I'm just kind of going to tie a knot to the elastic piece, rubber band, to the end of my thread. And then I'm going to kind of pull it through like that. Let's see if this is going to work the way I want it to. It'll work, but just work the way I want it to. And see, then you can't really see the, you can see a little bit of it, but not too bad. Yeah, I don't mind that. Okay, so I've got it where I want it. Let me take it off of the button portion. And hold that in place and stitch that down. I don't really want the stitches to show if I can help it. Ouch. Just poke myself, so be careful. There we go. Yeah, we can still see it a little bit, but it's just not so prominent. There we go. Gotta rethread my needle here. Never said I was a seamstress, guys. I know the basics and know what needs to be done, but I will never claim that I'm real good at it. Okay. I'm just chesting to make sure it's nice and secure when I pull on it. I'm going to go around a couple more times. That's nice and sturdy, and I don't think that's going anywhere. Okay, now I think I can knot it off. You'll see a little bit, but I don't think it'll be too bad. And then we'll do like you normally would do, for those of you that are familiar with crocheting, to hide and tuck in your end. You just kind of feed it back through a few stitches. So we'll pull that in and under. That, and then snip it off. There we go. Let's see that. There we go. Not too bad. Not bad at all. And it's not going anywhere. So then we've got ourselves a nice elastic closure, and it'll allow for some stretch as we build onto the journal. I like it. Now we just got to get it back straight. And I've got to invest in some Fabrifix, that glue that's meant for material and fabric, because I find myself using more and more of it. And I need to go ahead and invest in some. Okay, I like it a lot. I really do. Okay, let me check the time, see how much time we have left. We've got about 10 minutes. So let's see what we can do in that amount of time. Okay. Now off camera, I will go through and I will reinforce a stitch right along, oops, make sure I'm in frame, reinforce a stitch right along there and on the back as well, right along there, okay, just to make sure that isn't going to go anywhere. Okay, all right, I think we're ready. So let's start with this. And I have all my goodies, which were a lovely gift from my dear craft friend Sean. Thank you, Sean. She sent me a whole bunch of fall goodness. Look at that. Isn't that just yummy? So I thought we'd use some of these bits and pieces for decoration as well. So I think I want to check out this pocket and this smaller pocket for starters. I don't know, probably these, I will cut all these off, the rest of the stuff. I'll fussy cut all this out and have it ready for the next step of decorating. But you guys don't want to sit there and watch me fussy cut. So, but let's cut this one out real quick and just get an idea. Of what we can do. And even though the template is straight, I like to angle my corners like that, so I'm just going to bring that in. And there's a little bit of white showing, but the ink will take care of that once we start inking. That's not a problem. And like I said, if you're interested, I will put the name of the group where you can get freebies in the description box below. And there's plenty of them out there. I belong to a few of them, a few different groups where you can participate in different swaps. And it's fun to do those. Why I do those, because it takes you out of the norm. Where on my channel, I'm more I focus on journals and ephemera, and that type stuff for junk journaling. Where the groups that I belong to, they get you involved in, you know, all different kinds of crafting. So it kind of takes you out of your comfort zone sometimes, and it's a lot of fun. You know, it might be a card, it might be an ATC. You can still incorporate, you know, the things that you like to do in those projects, but it's just something a little bit different. You know, you might make an ATC, you might make an MDC card, you might do a pocket letter, you might do a greeting card, you might do a journal. Just all kinds of things, and I don't participate in every single swap. You know, I just do some random ones every now and then, something that catches my eye and say, oh, you know what, I haven't made one of those in a while. And I'll participate in a swap with someone. So, it's a lot of fun. And I love it when, you know, we can always encourage and support one another in our crafts anyway, so that's a good thing also. Now this is just copy weight paper, so if I use these, I will have to back these, you know. Grab some coffee dyed paper or something for the next video, because we're almost over with this one. So time's almost up for today. Okay, so let's just kind of get a peek. I just wanted to cut out a couple just to get the juices flowing here and see what we could come up with. That's very cute. Okay. That's real cute. Let's go ahead and close that up. And I always put my flaps on the outside just so it doesn't interfere with whatever you want to go in and out of your pocket or your pouch or your envelope. If I were to put this on the inside, then there's possibility that it could snag when you're pulling your pieces in and out. So always get in the habit of putting your flaps on the outside. Okay, just a little tip if it's not something you've thought of before. Okay, and we can decorate this up also, but let's see where we can put this. Actually, that would look cute right there. Against that cover. Actually, that'd look good there with those colors, wouldn't it? Should we just put it there and then decorate it up on the next video? And I'm thinking to put the flap down this way. because I don't really care for that part. I like this, the eyes. And then put another piece of paper there on that. Yeah, so, okay. Well, I think we will stop there. That's what we'll pick up on the next video. I think we'll go ahead and put that there. And I'll put something on that white flap there. And then we'll see what we've got for the tags to go in there. Okay? So I think that's a good place to stop. We're down to, let me check my time again. Yeah, we're right at 46 minutes. And I like to keep my videos at 45 minutes as much as I can. Okay, guys, so we're going to stop there. I hope you like what you see so far. Please give me a subscribe to that channel. Hit a like, leave me a comment. If you have any suggestions, feel free. I'm open. This is just a carefree, relaxing journal that I'm making here. No pressure. So maybe there's something that you'd like to see. Hey, maybe I can incorporate into this journal. Okay, I will fussy cut all these pieces out and have those ready for the next video. And we're going to get this baby decorated, okay? So thank you so much for spending time with me. I appreciate each and every one of you. And until the next video, guys, you know it's coming. Take care. God bless. Bye-bye.